You're probably here because you have chronic pain and inflammation. Trust me, from having dealt with chronic pain since age 19, I know how desperate we can feel, especially when things aren't working out. Most of the time, when we think of chronic pain, we're thinking of something structurally being wrong with us. We're told by a doctor that we have a disc problem, or arthritis, or some other structural abnormality. However, truth is, nearly everyone walking this planet has some sort of structural abnormality, but many don't have chronic pain. So, what differentiates those who do have pain from those who do not? The truth is that your experience of pain ultimately comes down to your body's internal biochemistry. And your internal biochemistry is not just influenced by your environment, but by your brain. When an injury happens, your body notifies your brain, and your brain responds by initiating a series of biochemical processes that involves healing and repair, but also increasing your perception of pain in order to protect you from further injuring yourself. This is quite normal in acute injuries. When you stub your toe on that coffee table leg that is way too close to the couch, your toe swells, and the inflammation that results communicates to your brain to be weary of this toe for the time being. However, in chronic conditions, when pain persists beyond normal periods of healing, a big part of that chronicity involves an inappropriate brain perception of persistent danger. The perception of danger isn't conscious, but rather subconscious. And it's that perception of danger that perpetuates the nervous system's sensitization to pain. Now, maybe you take pain medications, and maybe these work for you. But these medications won't change your brain's perception of danger, nor the biochemical processes that ensue and increase pain perception as a result. They merely mask the process of pain perception, or at best interrupt it. So you might feel better temporarily, but once you stop, the pain returns as the blueprint for pain perception is still there. In other words, your brain hasn't changed. One way to change the biochemical danger state, so to say, is through meditation. Meditation manages chronic pain by modulating the brain's response to pain signals. And in many cases, the pain signals themselves decrease because the brain no longer perceives any danger. It's been shown that meditation alters the neural pathways involved in pain processing, leading to reduced pain perception and increased pain tolerance. Now, many studies have demonstrated that meditation helps alleviate chronic pain, but how? Well, here are the three biological mechanisms by which meditation decreases chronic pain and inflammation. Number one, GABA. GABA, also known as gamma aminobutyric acid, say it 5 times fast, is a neurotransmitter that plays a role in modulating neural activity within the brain and spinal cord, making up our central nervous system. When GABA attaches to receptors in the brain and spinal cord, it has the effect of lowering neural excitability, or the propensity for a neuron to transmit electrical signals to neighboring neurons. This calming effect, so to say, influences the transmission of pain signals and thus our perception of pain. A study in 2017 revealed that engaging in mindfulness meditation led to elevated GABA levels in brain regions as observed using functional magnetic resonance imaging, or fMRI, a technology that can trace activity in the brain. Participants who engaged in meditation actually created GABA from their own body's internal pharmacy. No drugs involved. Next is cortisol production. Cortisol, a hormone produced by the adrenal glands in response to stress, plays a vital role in various bodily functions such as metabolism, immune response, and managing stress. However, when cortisol levels remain consistently high over time, it can have negative impacts on our health, including the worsening of chronic pain. Specifically, cortisol levels have been observed to increase the sensitivity of pain receptors in our nervous system, resulting in heightened pain perception. In cases of stress, these increased cortisol levels can also contribute to low-grade inflammation throughout the body, which is also linked to many chronic pain conditions such as fibromyalgia, low back pain, and neck pain. Have you ever felt like you noticed aches and pains in your body when you are stressed? That's the effect of cortisol. So how does meditation impact cortisol production? Meditation primarily impacts the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, or HPA axis for short, that controls our body's response to stress. A study by the Max Planck Institute for Human Cognitive and Brain Sciences investigated how mindfulness meditation affects cortisol levels in participants using hair samples. The findings revealed that those who participated in their program experienced reductions in their long-term cortisol levels compared to the control group. Now, what makes this interesting is that as hair takes longer to grow, whereas blood tests can often be a snapshot in time, and so this study demonstrated the long-term benefits of meditation in cortisol production. Number 3, gene expression. Genes in our body encode proteins that are involved in all kinds of biological processes, including cellular signaling, hormone production, and antibody production. The study of gene expression in relation to its environment is called epigenetics, and science is evolving on how our thoughts influence gene expression. In fact, we already have studies that suggest meditation modulates the expression of genes that help decrease inflammation. A 2022 study in the Journal of Comprehensive Psychoneuroendocrinology followed a group of participants attending an intensive meditation retreat for 21 days. Using lab analysis, researchers found that the participants showed a consistent pattern of downregulations in the TNF, or tumor necrosis factor pathway. TNF pathways play a significant role in regulating gene expression, particularly genes related to inflammation and immune responses. When the TNF pathway is downregulated, it often leads to decreased expression of pro-inflammatory genes. So this study suggested a mechanism by which meditation directly influences what genes we express. The main point to walk away with is that while we associate pain with structural injury or structural abnormalities, pain is ultimately a chemical phenomenon. And while two people can have the same structural abnormality, often what separates those who experience pain from those who do not is a result of a myriad of factors that influence our internal biochemistry. And while this extends beyond just meditation, for today's video, you can walk away with conviction that incorporating meditation into your life has a proven chance of reducing your chronic pain. Thank you for joining me. If you've experienced benefit from meditating, please comment below how it's helped you. I'm sure others listening would love to know, and I would as well. And if you got something from today's video, please let me know in the comments, and also any constructive criticism for improving future videos, as I'm just getting started. I'd love to know how to get better. See you next time.